And for the second of these extra lessons, I am again going to create a new Python file. Let's call this one turtle writing. By the way, there are some rules on naming files. One of them is you cannot call it turtle with a lowercase t. Why? Because when we import turtle, turtle is actually a file called turtle.py. So when you import turtle, you're asking Python to go and look for the file called turtle.py. It will go and look for it wherever Python is installed, but if you have created a file called turtle.py, it will assume that that's the file you want to read in, which is not what you want. So beware, do not name files with the same name as any modules that you're using, like turtle or random, or if it's a module you don't know about and you're not using it, it's not the end of the world. But if it's a module you're using or a module you know about, try to avoid using those words. So I promised you earlier that when we're going to write, let's create thread equals turtle.turtle. When we write using a turtle, turtle.done. So we've seen that there are two ways of writing. Print has nothing whatsoever to do with the turtle module. Print will work in every Python program. And let me run this. A reminder, I did run because it's a new file, turtle writing. And it prints hello there. But that's not the one I want to look at. I can also get Fred to write on the screen. Hello. But we've seen that the problem is it's tiny. I can't see it there, and it's not just because of my eyesight is not that bad, but it's very difficult to see. So how can we fix this? This is not a crucial part of this lesson, but if you're using write, you really do not want it to be that tiny. What we can do is, within the parentheses of thread.write, we've given it one bit of information, the string hello. We have seen in one case already that sometimes we can give these functions more than one bit of information. Remember where we needed 2 bits of information? Random.rendint, here's a reminder, needed 2 bits of information, and we separated them with a comma, 1, 20. That's how we can put in 2 bits of information. We can do the same here. But the second bit of information, I'm going to specifically name it and say the font I want is equal to. Now, there is a specific format in which this function needs this font. So I'm going to put curly brackets and I'm going to put 3 things. The name of the font you want. This should be a font you have on your computer. If you put in a name of a font that doesn't exist, it will go to whatever default font it is. Then the size, let's go for big font 30, size 30. And then the type, so normal, or let's go for bold in this case, or italic. Again, you can explore what's available. Let me run this code, and there you go. Hello is now in the font Courier, size 30, and in bold. So this is how, if you want to customize how things look, that's how you can do it. If you want to change its color, the easiest way to do it is to change Fred's color before. Fred.color, let's go for purple. And now Fred will do everything he does in purple, including write hello in Courier, size 30, bold. That's how we can customize how the turtle writes on the screen. This is not the same as print, which is unrelated to the turtle module. And that brings us to the end of chapter 1. Take your time. There are some exercises for you to try out. For those of you who are or want to become members of the Python Coding Place, there's a forum where we can discuss any questions you might have, the exercises. And as I've mentioned in the prologue of this chapter, if you want to do this course, a Python tale, in parallel, or rather a turtle tale, this course, in parallel with a Python tale, which is the other introductory course, you're more than welcome to do so. They cover very similar topics, but in very different ways. Once you're ready, I'll see you in chapter 2.